everyone, and good evening, and welcome, one and all. Hope you're keeping safe out there on the roads. Welcome to another show, Level Up. I'm your host, Everton, along with my co-host, Pam.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome on this snowy, beautiful day. Um, we're so happy that you can be with us, and we made it safely here.
We did. Thank you so much. Guys, again, thank you, everyone, for joining in. If you're on the road driving, stay safe. Today's show is a bit different. We'll be doing a recap for 2025 and also talking about our goals for 2026. 2025, Pam, has come and it looks like it's ending in a rush. I have no idea where the year went.
Seriously, it's like in the blink of an eye. I just feel like just January 1st hit, and now it's end of December almost coming.
Absolutely. And we started the show, just a little background on this show. When we started the show, we had no idea what we were doing. And this door opened, and we just walked right in, no experience. I've never done this before. Pam is also the first time. But it's also something unique because it shows you when God has something in store for you, it's a matter of time before it comes to pass, because you were always thinking about a podcast.
Absolutely. This just fell into my lap, I want to say. Even though I thought about it for a while now, I was thinking about doing it, and actually had come to recording even an episode before I met you, and that just didn't pan out. And this just happened so fast and so easily that I can only believe that God meant for this to happen for us, and how we met and so easily connected, and this fell into place. You know, we have no idea. I still don't know what we're doing. We just show up. And let God lead us the way. And
you know what? And that's a good segment for 2026. I want to say to someone out there tonight, just show up, you know, and if you are ready, you said something that you were thinking of a podcast, but you also were preparing yourself. So therefore, when the door opened, you were ready for it. So in 2026, as we talk about launching into 2026, it's about readiness, preparedness. So when the door opens, you're ready to walk right into that door.
Absolutely. Always, you got to put some intentions out there.
Absolutely.
And if we don't put the intention out there, that mustard seed will never take fruition into something bigger or better, right?
Absolutely.
So for us today, it's going to be 2025 reflections and 2026 preparations, right? And I want to start off with faith. Faith is really big for me. I know it is because of God.
Wow.
And the beautiful thing is that the more you lean on God,
Yes.
the more you can lean on yourself. That strength and that power comes from leaning on God and finding that faith, that if there's the faith in something mystical, magical out there, then you can get that same faith for yourself.
Absolutely. And I think this show, Pam, is an example of what faith is, because as I said, we did not plan this show. I don't know what I'm doing on this show sometimes, but yet God brought us together through faith, through his divine will. And we're here doing something, and we're here to touch lives. We're here to motivate, to inspire. And if you're out there and you want to log in, call in, we are here. We are here to learn, want to hear your feedback, what we can do differently. You talk about faith in 2025. Faith was a big thing for you. You know, that reminds me, I believe it was Psalms 46 that says, be still and know that I am God. And in the midst of the chaos of what's going on, 2025 for me was a crazy year. And sometimes when you have the chaos, the busyness, the uncertainty, it's hard to be still. It says, be still. And then once you're still, then you can hear instructions. You can hear my voice to know who I am. But sometimes I find out we don't take the time to be still. We're so busy running around.
Absolutely. It's hard to be still in this fast-paced world. Social media is constantly at us. You know, we are bombarded with news, with TikTok, with everything that you can think of. We're bombarded with work, we're bombarded with our family, our children, and our minds are constantly going. It's hard to sit still, but that's where the intention comes in, or to be aware. Awareness comes in, to take that moment to sit still. And that's one of my favorites.
Wow.
Be still
Wow.
and know I am
know,
God.
I know.
Or I am. It starts off all the I am.
I am.
Right?
I am.
I am.
Yeah.
I am strong. I am powerful. I am a genius. I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent.
I'm the
and
light.
so on.
I'm the head. I am who he says I am. Because the world is telling us so many different things of who we are. The world is always trying to impose their agenda, their will, their view on us, and to shape us to think that we are not who God intends for us to be. Talking about 2025 and just looking back and talking about what brought you through, and you said your faith was what brought you through 2025. I know someone's out there watching or listening to us at this moment. I don't know what it was that brought you through your 2025, but you are here. Today, this date is November 20, what's the date today, 27th?
I believe so.
Let me see again. I just want to say what date today is. So today's November the 27th, right? 2025. And someone out there, Pam, when the year started, they probably did not thought that they would have made it to this day, the 27th day of November. Mm-hmm. We're only almost a month away from the year ended. And you have made it to this point. And if you made it to today's date, you will make it to the end of the year. So whatever it was that caused you to level up, whether it was your faith, whether it was your trust that you used to bring you through, whether it was your tenacity, your not quitting attitude, whatever it was that caused you to make it to this point, I am going to say to you, keep on moving forward. Don't stop now. You're almost there.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Because the faith to keep going makes you have faith in yourself. You get to trust yourself. You trust your intuition, your strengths, your abilities, and you just keep moving forward. It's okay. We all fall. But we get up and we keep going. Put one foot in front of the other and just keep on going.
Talking about, so before we wrap up 2025 reflection, and then we're going to go into 2026 and probably talk about how we can be intentional, because as we talked about earlier in the conversation, is that if you don't plan for what's ahead, when the opportunity comes, you will miss it because you weren't ready for it. So we can talk about how we can plan for next year and making sure that we are ready for what's to come. I believe that God has great things in store for us for next year. Yes. This show as well, I believe that God will do some amazing things on this show. We have to be ready for that for next year. In 2025, can you share, you mentioned that your faith brought you through. Can you share with the audience in terms of just how you use your faith to overcome and to bring you through, and so you can sitting here stronger knowing that my faith brought me to this point? Can you share any experience with that?
I think if we look into our past experiences, we all have some example, whether it's small, whether it's big, whether it's like you applied for a job that you never thought you were going to get and you got it. You learned something, you learned a new skill, you met somebody out of the blue like I met you. Yes. Those are all examples of how faith can bring you forward. And every single example multiplies, right? Compounding effect is what I call it. So I can go back, and no matter how many losses or how many times that I've fallen or you've fallen, we remember the times that something got us up.
Something,
right? Something, whether it's your children, whether it's your family, whether it's you. Something pulls you. But what gives you all of that to pull? That's God.
That's God, yes.
Right? God gives us all of that. And I always look outside into nature and say, this all was created by God.
Absolutely.
Right? And we are children of God.
Yeah.
And whatever God has and created, He...
Have good intentions for it. Just like okay, I have a son, you have a son as
Yes.
well. And if you know your son is in need of something, you will do whatever it takes to make sure that he's okay.
Yes.
And we are his children.
Yes.
So he wants to make sure that we are okay.
Absolutely.
Right? That's his nature to look after his children. You know, speaking of faith and what brought you through, I can say in my business, my year started out really, really well, where God was just amazing. As a realtor in this business, sometimes things can get a little, it's an up and down business. And 2025 for me was a good start. And then I hit the midway point where everything went down. Literally, deals that were lined up just didn't come through. And I remember saying to God, what is this? This is what I use to take care of my family. And I remember a voice saying to me that whatever you think you lost, I can give you more. But the thing about it, though, is that when you believe that you have worked for something and it takes a while to build something up, you're saying to God that I don't have time to rebuild, because it took me this much time to get to where I am. So when something doesn't work out for you, you're looking at your own ability, thinking that, okay, if it took me 6 months to get here, it will take me 6 more months to build again. And God was saying to me that you may need 6 months, but I only need one opportunity. I only need one chance.
Yeah.
One day.
Or 6 minutes.
Or 6 minutes. So when you're thinking that, you're looking at your own ability to say what you have done to get to where you are, and you say, okay, God, well, I'm 40 years old now, or I'm 50 years old, and I have to start over again in life. How can I do this? And God is saying, but my time and your time is two different things.
Yes.
And what may took you 20 years or 5 years to build, it could take me 5 minutes, as you would say. Yeah. So it's understanding to trust and to be still.
Yes.
Because we are in a world where we want to be busy and build with our own. So basically, we're living based on sight. If I can see it, then I know I can attain it. And he's saying to us that, listen, when you have faith in me, you may not see it, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You have to trust me and be still.
Yes.
And trust me through the process.
Yes, agreed. And what do they say? Feeling or prayer, right? We pray for things to come. And feeling is the prayer, to be thankful. And that brings me to my very most important thing that I cannot tell you how important it is gratitude.
Absolutely.
And being thankful.
Wow.
And being thankful in advance. That's the most important thing that I've learned, is that being thankful in advance of something happening for you. You know, we can all say thank you afterwards. Yeah. Oh, this happened for me. Yay, thank you, God. But that faith to know that it's gonna happen for you. So you feel those feelings, and my favorite line is feeling is the prayer. So to put those feelings and that thank you in advance,
wow, I like
right?
That.
And I love writing, and sometimes I don't like to write, but either way, I start off with some gratitude every morning, all through the day, actually, through the day. You can say it, you can write it. But at the end of this year, 2025, I really invite you, the audience, I invite you to write a grateful list. Write everything that you can, your big things, your house that you got, your job that you got, all that, extra bonus, your children, your family, your friends, your neighbors, but also the really, really small things. Yes. Your cup of coffee, your food on your table. You had a little extra that you can go and help somebody else. And then even the biggest things are breath. I was able to breathe today. I have 2 hands. I have 2 legs.
Wow.
Remember, somebody else's,
Wow.
wish is whatever you're complaining about. That job that you're complaining about is somebody else's dream job. That child that you're complaining about is a family who has no children's dream to have.
Absolutely.
So sometimes it's really good to create this thankful list, and the more you are thankful,
Yeah.
those feelings
Grateful.
change,
Yeah.
that energy changes and it multiplies.
Yes.
And that energy, that positive energy that you can put out will bring more for you.
That is, Pam, that is such profound statement. And the key thing, and you said it really, really well, I couldn't have said it better. End 2025, gratitudeless.
Yes.
I'm going to do that. I never thought about that because most times, I'm focused on what I'm missing or the things that I'm asking God for. And I don't pay attention to the things that God has given me. The things that He allowed me to take part in, my family, my kids, my wife, my daughter, my son, my job, my friends, having this opportunity here, ability to walk, to breathe. There's folks out there that can't do half the things we're doing, and they're grateful. So I think that we live in a society and a time where the world is telling us to take more, and don't reflect on be still and just give thanks for what we have. And in doing so, our perspective also will change on what is important and what is not important. Because sometimes there's some things going good, but we don't take time to highlight the good. We highlight the negative things so much that we don't see the good things that are happening behind us.
My favorite thing to do for something like that is I say to myself, or I say out loud, or however you want to do it, I am always like, thank you, God. Thank you for the right people, the right opportunities. Thank you for opening the right doors. Thank you so much for so-and-so and this and that. But double the thank you for the things that didn't work out, because we know that's God's protection.
I will do that. I'm
right?
going to make a list.
Double the thank you
Yes.
for the people who didn't show up.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Maybe
Say it
they're
again.
not capable.
Say it again. Double
The thank you for the things or the people that didn't show up.
Wow.
Because,
Go ahead.
it's very important to not live in regrets and resentments. And it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. It's an everyday practice. It's an every minute practice. Trust me, I go through if I'm counting on somebody and they haven't showed up, I do go and I'm like, and I want to yell and scream, but I take a breath and I'm like, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what? They are not capable or they don't know how. I try to put myself in their shoes and just say, okay, maybe they just don't know how. It's okay. So we say double the thank you for them, because maybe if they showed up for you, they might have swayed you in a different direction, in a direction that you were not meant to go.
Or maybe God wanted you to go through that to see how you respond to the situation.
Sure.
There's a story in the Bible with the 3 Hebrew boys. They were in the fire. I believe, and I know that God could have, if He wanted to, He could dismantle the fire, but He didn't. They went through the fire, and then the Bible says that He appeared in the fire with them. So whatever we're going through in life, whatever your fire is, or whatever your storm is, and the fact that you're going through it, Pam, and you're still alive, it tells me that God is with you in the middle of that situation.
Yeah.
Because many people go through less and don't come out of it.
Yeah.
There's many people who have decided not to live anymore for some things that they've been through, and you have been through, but you're still living through what you're going through. So it's not because of you, it's because God is living in that with you in the middle of the storm and the fire. He's standing there, taking off that heat, that pressure off you. Even though you're feeling the weight, imagine if He wasn't there. Imagine if He wasn't with you in the situation.
Everton, I think what happens is we are human beings.
Yes.
We have a situation that comes up. And yes, we're in it.
Yes.
and sometimes we're heavily in it, right? And we get through it, however we get through it, faith, leaning on people, however you get through it. But it's not the end.
No.
There will always be something. As long as you're breathing and you're going through the days that are planned for you, for your life,
Yes.
there will be something.
Absolutely.
There's gonna be something or another, whether it's really heavy or whether it's light,
There will
whether
be.
it's your child going from grade school now to university, or they drive a car, you know, or
My son now getting his license.
you know, yes, or you
Absolutely.
lose a job and you get another job, or the
Job.
economy, or
Come
something.
on, come on.
You
There's
know,
always.
there's
I
always
love
gonna
that.
be something.
I love
So
that.
what it is that you have to just learn to get through things and find the things that work for you. Find what works for you. I know it's not easy, right? And some things work for some situations and some things work for other situations. But we always have to have faith and hope.
Absolutely.
And keep moving, keep going.
Hey, level up, guys. Keep moving. So as we wrap up 2025 reflection, we want to end that note on gratitude. So make your list. I love that, Pam. I'll make my list as well. And as you end 2025, I don't know how it was for you in 2025, but as we come to the end of the year, can we be grateful for the fact that we are here, that God brought you to the end, to the end, I would say, of 2025. So make your list. I'll make mine as well. All right. And then we're going to go into another one.
Wait, before you head on to 2026, I
okay.
have one more thing I
Go.
would like to share about 2025.
Go ahead.
And I love this practice that I have. I call it surrender, release, and let go
Wow.
practice.
Break it down.
And for me, in order to move forward, one of my favorite practices is just surrender. You want to release, let go, and set free. And what I love to do with my family, and I've done for the past years, is that it's another list. I love making lists.
Go ahead.
So this is a list that you can write down anything you want. Your negativity, your mistakes, what didn't work out,
Yeah.
the people that you want to release, the resentments that you want to release,
Wow.
the anger, the hurt, whatever it is that you want to release.
Let it go.
You write it down on a piece of paper. And this is a very personal, private thing. You don't have to share it with your family. The ritual is what we're sharing. The
Yeah.
ceremony is what we're sharing. But you don't have to share it. I have my son make his list. I have my list. And we add all these things into your list. And once you're ready, what we do is we burn it. We burn it and literally watch it go up, 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 up into God and let it go and set it free to God. And this is a very freeing
Yes.
exercise.
I love that.
And
I love
because,
that.
you know, we've heard that famous quote. I don't know, you probably heard it. I love this quote. Is holding on to anger and resentments is like drinking the poison and expecting the other person to die.
And also is this, I think it limits us from being the better version of ourselves that we're
Yes.
seeking to be.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause-
we're holding on to that.
Yeah.
Time is almost running out. I love that. I'm going to work on that. You made some really, really good point that if we're going to go into 2026, we have to let go of some things so God can work on some new things. And I think sometimes God is waiting. I think we think that God, he's waiting on us to make the move because he wants us to let some things go so he
Always.
can bring some new things into our being. And 2026, guys, let some things go. As Pam talked about, the anger, the hate, the unforgiveness. If we can let those go for 2025, so when 2026 comes, you are ready to receive what God has in store for you. 2026, Pam, is here. Give us some thoughts on that.
So for 2026, what I'd like to do is set some goals.
Okay.
You know, you want to set really long-term goals. You want to set short-term goals. And then I really like to set even shorter goals, which are my daily goals, right? And you want to break all of those into even tiny, tiny, achievable steps so that you don't feel like, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, it's 20 pounds. You're looking at it. And it seems so far away into the distance. But like, how about we say, in 1 month, I want to lose 1 pound. And what does that look like?
Okay.
What does that look like? Okay, I change my, the carbs that I eat.
Or maybe one less coffee a day.
One less, no, I love coffee.
coffee?
Well,
No coffee?
never gonna give up coffee.
Not get coffee, okay. We'll find something else to substitute.
But the cake or
Yes.
the muffin
Yes.
or, you know,
Yes.
you were upset. You were upset and normally you'll reach for an emotional thing to heal you, but you
Correct.
didn't. You didn't that day. You drank a glass of water. And that brings me to then celebrating those wins, those
Okay.
really, really small wins. You know, there's Jim Quick. I love Jim Quick. He says it the best. Yard by yard, it's hard. Inch by inch, it's a cinch, right? So if we break those goals into tiny little increments, and then they're more achievable and attainable.
But that's the key, though. I think that it's breaking those goals down to small pieces. Because sometimes when you see the whole of something, you're like, I cannot achieve that. I cannot accomplish that. But if you break it down, as you mentioned, in small pieces, and then celebrate those small wins, the small wins will get to the big wins.
Right.
But you celebrate the small wins.
Right.
And I think sometimes we hold ourselves hostage. We're waiting for the big wins. You said something very important. Be grateful in advance. Even before you see the 5 pounds or whatever your goal is that you want to accomplish, you thank God for that. You celebrate yourself for that. You are grateful that I'm going to get there, and you celebrate and you be grateful, and you open yourself to that window of, you know what, even though I'm not there yet, but I'm going to give God thanks that one day I will get there. So I like the small wins.
Absolutely. And that's all we can do is prepare. Prepare for 2026 with setting up some goals. And then, you know what? It's God's plan.
Awesome.
Always God's plans.
No problem. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Again, Level Up, thank you for joining in. Good to have you here. And again, we end this with be still and know that He is God. Whatever you're going through, be still and know that God's on your side. God bless you. Have a great evening.
Thank you for being here with us. Level up, everyone. Level up.
God bless. Take care.